What's happening, guys? It's Abhinav from PhoneBunch, and this is the brand new Samsung Galaxy On7 Prime. It packs in quite a lot in that unibody metal construction, a 5.5-inch full HD display up front, 3300 mAh battery, a choice of 3 or 4 gigs of RAM, 32 or 64 gigs of onboard storage, dedicated SIM card slots, and a dedicated microSD card slot as well. I'll talk about the rest of the specs as we move along. First, let's have a look at what we get inside the box. That's the phone right up top, the Galaxy On7 Prime. You get a 13 megapixel camera in the front there too. Now that's a quick start guide right there. You get a SIM removal tool there too, and you have the USB wall charger. This phone doesn't support fast charging. And well, that's a micro USB data syncing and charging cable, no USB Type-C port here. The one thing that is odd here, you don't get a headset within the box. I don't remember the last time I saw a Samsung smartphone without a headset within the box. Anyways, that's what it is right now, and here's the phone itself. The top and bottom part are made out of plastic, but the middle part of the back cover is all metal. At the bottom, you have the primary microphone, micro USB data syncing and charging port, as well as a 3.5mm audio jack. The build is actually quite solid here. If you move to the left of the phone, it is very busy. You have some very sturdy volume buttons right there. They are very clicky, great tactile response there. And there you see the microSD card slot and the second SIM card slot and the separate SIM card 1 slot. So all 3 slots are separate here. It's actually not that common in this price segment. At the top, there's nothing. On the right of the phone, you have the power lock and unlock button and the speaker right there too. Now we have seen this design previously from Samsung on the previous J7 Prime device. It's not different, but yes, the specs are a bit different here. On the back, you get a 13 megapixel camera, LED flash, f1.9 aperture, and overall the build actually is quite solid. As I said earlier, the phone does feel quite sturdy. In the front, you get a 13 megapixel camera, you get a proximity sensor, but no ambient light sensor. You do get a notification LED though. The capacitive buttons again aren't backlit, but there is a fingerprint sensor this time around and it actually works out quite well. You will see right here it unlocks in a jiffy. This is a capacitive fingerprint sensor, so you don't actually have to press the button, just tap on it and it unlocks. Talking about the display, it's a TFT panel, but it can stand out in its own. Very good color reproduction and very wide viewing angles as you saw. If we talk about sensors again, well, there actually aren't many. You just have an accelerometer and a proximity sensor. There is no ambient light sensor here, there is no magnetic field sensor, no gyroscope. Now I don't use an ambient light sensor, I do set brightness on my own, but many people actually do use it. And for the rest, well, the magnetic field sensor does come in. Well, the magnetic field sensor does help quite a lot while navigation, although the gyroscope is not of much use. So really, at this price point, there is simply no excuse why these basic sensors are not available on the phone. With that, let's get to a highlight of the device, the cameras. So you get a 13 megapixel f1.9 rear camera and the front has the same sensor, an f1.9 13 megapixel sensor. Both can capture 1080p videos and both have great shutter speed. The front facing camera has good color reproduction as you saw here. Even the images taken with the rear camera do turn out quite well and sharp. The new proposition with the On7 Prime is Samsung Mall. So it uses Bixby vision and it tries to identify the object that you are searching, and based on that you can actually go ahead and buy that product from Amazon. So you can search for bags, for clothes, for anything that you see in the wild. Just take a photo and it will find that product for you on Amazon or even some other stores. I haven't tested this feature thoroughly, I'll test it out on other products as well. Let's see how this actually works out. Now talking about software, you have Android 7.1.1 running on the device with the August security patch. So yeah, it's not the latest by any means. But yes, this phone will be upgraded to Android Oreo in the coming months, that's what we have heard. And if we talk about storage, you'll get about 53 odd gigs of storage when you get the device. That's pretty decent. And if we talk about memory, more than 1.5 gigs of RAM were free. Although I had many apps open in the background. So memory management actually did seem quite alright. I didn't notice any major hiccups in the user interface too. No lag, everything worked out quite well. And you have dual apps available too. So you can have 2 Facebook accounts on the same phone, 2 WhatsApp accounts. Again, something that we have been seeing quite a lot on Android smartphones. You have theme support baked in as well. There are some apps that come pre-installed, but you can always disable them. Overall, no bloat on the device, very fluid UI, and yes, you have Bixby available too, although Bixby voice is not available on this device. Overall, this phone does seem like a decent bet at this price point. I do like the display, I like the build quality, the battery life, well, that's a question. Samsung Mall, that is a different proposition. Let's see how good that actually works, and if it actually works as seamlessly as it has been shown, then it could be a game changer. Now coming to pricing, the Galaxy On7 Prime 3GB RAM variant will be available for Rs 12,990 starting January 20th on Amazon.in. If you want to buy this phone, please try buying through our link. That helps the channel out, and you can get the 4GB RAM variant for Rs 14,990. There is a 2,000 rupees cashback from Jio available as well. You'll find all the information about the phone in the description section. Do have a look there. Thanks for watching this video. If you have any questions, do let me know. And as always, have a great day.